Hello, guys and gals, animal friends, and spirit pals. Welcome, one and all, to the Spirit Whisperer channel. Thank you for joining me, as always. Here we are, at the end of 2023. Can't believe it. It's been a quick year. And as it's New Year's Eve right now. Sunday night, 12:31, and getting ready for the new year to start tomorrow. So, those of you who've been watching me for a long time, I really want to tell you how much I appreciate it, how much I appreciate all of you participating with the channel, supporting me, supporting the guides, supporting our animal family, the YouTube family. I really appreciate it. Everything that you do for the family at large, and then, of course, everything you do for me specifically. I feel every bit of it, all your hugs and all your loves and positive wishes and energy, and I do appreciate it so much. And I look forward to working with you guys more in the next year. So, as we were getting close to ending this year, the guides that I work with wanted me to channel them, and like for a message, the end of the year, beginning of the new year message. Now, I was going, who? And they're going, well, we all do. So they each want to do their own thing. No big surprise, because they're three separate aspects of the universe, and each one wants to bring in their own specific energy. So I agreed to do it. Now, those of you who watch me a long time, I call myself a voice channel in addition to a psychic and animal whisperer. Now, the voice channel part is something in my brain, in my reality. Spirit came to me in my mind and asked me to do it. And so I prayed for guidance to what I call God, and asked for assistance and guidance and help me learn how to do it, if that's something I was really meant to do. So I became a voice channel for some, what I call ascended masters or spiritual guides. And I learned to do this through time in the early 80s. And since that time, I've worked as a voice channel. Now, I agreed to it. They asked me if I would be willing, and I said yes, and I agreed to do it for as long as it seemed valuable, to both them and me. And so I've been doing it in one way or another ever since. So quite a long time. So, again, let me just give this little spiel that I always tell people when I do a private reading. Because when I do a private reading, it's a channeled reading. One of the guides comes through and does the reading. On the live readings on the YouTube, which are really fun, I really love them, and it's a whole new kind of experience for me. I am always plugged into my guides, and so they're always talking to me in my head. A lot of times when you see me close my eyes, that's them talking. But I don't go into like a full meditative state, because I have to read and interact and all that, on YouTube. And then I also use the cards a lot, mainly because Pan suggested it, and because it's a visual aid. And then the cards are so magical and fun, they can work with me and kind of double down on the message that I'm hearing, in my head. And then you guys have a picture image that goes along with it pretty much all the time. The cards have been so fun with that. And so it's a little bit different. So when I do a private reading, I always want to explain to people that, this is a channeled reading. And so during a channeled reading and a channeling, I'll channel on my channel, which is why it's called a channel, from time to time during the live readings as well. But during that process, and of course I've been practicing it for long, decades, um, this is the way it seems to me. Just to give you guys a little bit more of a idea of what's going on for me. 1 second. Alaska, in the house, please. Alaska. Sorry about that. The dogs have been trying to get out of the yard and I'm having that repaired. But anyway, thank you. Come on in here and lay down, please. Thank you. Good girl. That's a good girl. Thank you very much. So what I was saying is, you know, I kind of get a heads up when they're going to come in, or I'll ask them, I'll say, like if I'm doing a private reading, I'll tell them the night before, so-and-so is coming for a private reading. Is it this time? I'm setting up an appointment with them to come in and do the reading, things like that. So we kind of have an appointment set up. So when it's time and their energies are coming, it's like I shift over to the side. And it's like I'm sitting next to myself. Now, it sounds weird, but that's the way it seems and feels. And that's kind of what I was taught to do. So my job, pretty much, is just to be quiet over the side and let them address whatever, the person's talking about, or let them just, like in this instance, tell you whatever they want to tell you. And I just sit and watch and listen too. So, I'm getting the information the same time that you are. Because, occasionally they might do a meditation or something that's very similar, but most often, all the time, the messages are unique and different depending on the situation. So, and my eyes are always closed because it helps me stay seated to the side. I'm kind of co-pilot. Now, so their energy is coming through as strongly as it's able to. But it's still a co-creative process with me because they're using my consciousness, my body, my auric field to do the process. Now, of course, I'm not the only person in the world that channels spiritual energy. There are others. And others that channel the energies I channel. So it's not like it was invented for me or anything. But I like to try to explain the process as it happens, for me. And how I was guided with it. I did have an earthly teacher as well, who was a mentor and teacher, and she really helped a lot as well. And she was someone to look to and ask questions to, and when I was beginning to feel like, is this happening or not? She was really good to bounce all that off of, and so I'm very grateful to her forever. But a lot of it, the guides taught me in my brain, so there's that. Anyway, so I hope that makes it a little more clear, because I don't always talk about it. I do live sessions 2 times a week, every week, and I just kind of go along with it, but I don't always stop and explain. And in case you're new, you might go, what's he doing? So that's just another little explanation. And if you're brand new here, go look at some of the videos, especially the ones that say, who am I and what am I doing? Or who is Djwhal Khul? Who is Pan? Who is Master Jesus? And you can look at some of those past channeled videos from them if you want to get a bigger feel for that. All right, enough of that. I didn't mean to go on and on. So tonight, let's see who's going to come in. So Alaska came in, and that's her kitty cat, Pumpkin, that's with her. Pumpkin loves Alaska. And of course I have Buttercup. Oh, you can't see her, but there she is. She's behind me in my chair. They all have their job of helping me ground energy. Okay, let's just see who comes in. I'll put it in on the video, but let's see who wants to come in today. Now, one more thing they're telling me. When I'm doing a channeling and I bring their energies in and they're kind of focusing their energy, they kind of have to pull their focus in to fit. But it's a more specific focus of their energy. And so they'll also offer their energy to you guys who are watching. And whether you're watching when it first comes out or like whenever you watch it, their energy will be available to you to interact with, to share with, to meet. It's all up to you and it's all your choice. They won't force anything on you or anything like that. But if you're someone that would like to get to know their energies better or perhaps work with them in a different way, and again, they're all aspects of the creator, source, the universe, whatever you like to call it, God. They're just individualized aspects, much like you and I. They have a different kind of experience and job. But so they will share and interact with you if you want them to. But much like anything spiritual, it's not really forced on you. You have to be conscious enough to ask for it, right? But if you ask, you'll receive. Okay, guys, here we go. Greetings. This is Djwhal Khul, the one called Djwhal Khul, or some often call me DK because it's easier to roll off their tongues. But that doesn't bother me. I like it actually. It's like a little friendly nickname. Anyway, I'm so happy to be with you this evening at the end of 2023 in this form. I appreciate Mark for allowing me to come through, and appreciate all of you here who are coming to listen and share with my energy tonight. As most of you are aware, who would watch this to begin with, the earth, humanity is going through quite a transition, quite a change, for the good, for the better. And it's moving right along. I would say that you might call it the Creator's plan, divine plan, ultimate plan for its creation here, the earth, and that which dwells upon it. And so that's what we're moving to. It's been moving towards that since the beginning. It's taken a while because sometimes it takes it a while to get into physical form and to move forward and become anchored in firmly. But that's what's happening. It's all moving along like the plan. Now, I will say it's accelerated a little over the past, your Earth year and then some. There has been an acceleration, and that's good news. And that's because more and more individuals are awakening. By that I mean their consciousness is rising, their hearts are opening, their eyes are opening, both these and the one inside. Their ears are opening, these and the ones inside. Their feelers are out, and people are waking up. You would have to willfully refuse to wake at this point in order not to start having it occur within you, right? You can be naive and innocent and it will still come through. Now, if you're willfully choosing to stay where you are and not progress and not see things in a more clear light, that's your choice, and you get to do that. And that will continue for a while, although it's becoming harder and harder for that type of selfish focus to stay anchored here on this planet, this earth, and in this earthly experience. So it's not that that will is taken away. It's that as the earth, and earth, when I say earth, everything that's on it, this whole, the earth and her auric field, as it progresses and continues to change, as it's going to do, it's no stopping. It's going, it's going, it's going. Its vibration keeps going up and up and up. And by that I mean more pure, high vibrational, we'll just call it love, energy, source energy, light energy, is being anchored into the earth, in and out, head to toe. It's becoming brighter and brighter with each passing moment. Vibrationally, it's going through a change. It's like the cells changing. And we've moved quite a bit. But as more and more of you wake up, and then as your consciousness rises, and then you go, oh yeah, I'm on board with this. I see much more clearly what maybe this is all about here. And I'm on board. And as more and more of you are doing this all over the world, it's accelerated the process. And that's a good thing, because you're going, not only am I awake, I kind of want to wipe the sleepies out of my eyes and move forward, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And so there's a little bit of impatience, excitement, anticipation. And so it has, it's become an accelerating the process, pushing it forward. So the changes are coming even, let's say, quicker than maybe expected a decade ago. So that's good. It's very good. It also shows that more and more of the population of souls that are currently on the planet are on board with the process and the change. There's still some that are resisting it, as you know, but their time here to hold that kind of willfulness, I'm going to call it a little bit selfishness, energy, is becoming shorter and shorter. So another way of saying that, either you join the program, which there's really no reason not to, but if there is a reason, you've created that, because as you know, this is a planet of creation. But that means then that your soul, if it still wants to process that and play with that energy and look at that energy, it will do so in another location. It won't be here anymore. So that's one way of looking at that. And it's progressing in that way. And until such time that it's not going to, I'll keep going in that direction along with it. Now, I've shared this with many of you, but part of what I do on this realm, in the realm I'm in now, I've had quite a bit of experience on the earth as a human on the earth and what it's like. But part of what I do now is work on what you might think of as a council or a group energy, and our focus, it's multi-layered, but we do focus on the awakening of humanity in particular. We also work on the Earth's awakening, and vibrational changes, and all of that. But we are particularly focused on bringing humanity along for the ride, rather than assisting in that, rather than making a great change and humanity deciding not to go along with it, right? There's been great changes before on the planet, and quite often humanity kind of has to start from like a square one. But in this time, that's not really part of the plan. When we talk about the second coming, which Master Jesus will talk about a little more when he does his greeting, this is it. You're living in it. It's you. And so it's progressing, progressing, progressing. So back to my counsel here. We have all, there's many of us here, there's different beings, different experiences, different aspects of the Creator here gathered. We've come from all different reaches and experiences, and we have a like mind intention to support the plan and support humanity in realizing its full potential. And so we've been working for some time with individuals of you, and many of you know it. And so in encouraging you before today, to raise your consciousness, open your heart, and open your minds. And you have been doing it along. And so we've been gathering you guys together, or assisting in that gathering, so that you can converge into one light body. So it's many individuals turning on your own lights, willfully joining the team, doing that which you're able to do to assist in the positive progression of the earth, which leads to happiness, joy, fulfillment for one and all. And so we've been working more and more on connecting this energy to each other, to one another, creating a big group body. And so you might imagine that that we have a big motherboard, and we can plug in these cords of light. It looks like an old-fashioned telephone operator board. But each cord, each one of you has your own cord. And now, your plug might be affected by a particular guide that helped you get here. Some of you had angelic guides, some of you have had, animal guides, ascended masters, angels, all different kinds of energies have brought you here in one way or another. And so they've also helped your cord, right? And so you're all plugged in through your individual connection there. And some of you have had assistance. That's what I'm looking to say there. So I want to, tonight, as we're moving into the new year, I want to check all of your connections there, okay? So energetically connecting, you're already connected, but I'm looking at the connection to make sure it's firm and secure. There we go. So there's a lot of other energies coming in. We're all going to check on these connections. So I'd like for you to imagine with me now energy coming right in through the top of your head. It's like a cord of light, but it's pretty wide. It goes out and around your head into the auric field. So it really is going in through your whole field, your whole energy body, which includes your physical body, but it's not limited to that. Quite a blast of energy. It's that connective cord that you always have with Source. You were born with it. we're amplifying it. It's growing and growing, this connection. And it's not that the connection wasn't there, it's becoming more realized in the earthly realm, right? So you're becoming more able to see what's been there all along, but was seemed hidden in the earth realm. So you're bringing that through more clearly. We've been saying through this channel for a year or more, a couple years, that this change in part is about the truth being brought to the surface and shown for all to see. The truth about everything. Your truth. Who you really are. So, and what works, what doesn't work, what is service, all those things. The truth coming out. And it's still coming. It's just a flowing and a flowing. And it'll continue. And quite a bit of it will be tumbling out in 2024. So this is coming through as we're working here with your third eye and your crown. So both of those areas are being flooded with this cord of light, which is also this plug I'm talking about, plugging you into the motherboard. Good. We're going to stay up there in the top of the head for just a little bit longer. And I'll talk to you a little bit about a lot of the change and truth coming forward in the coming year. There's going to be, doubled. Some of it quite dramatic, some of it quite surprising, some of it never seen before. And this is all logical because this is a new thing. It hasn't been seen before, this change on the earth. So the way the earth makes the change, the way humanity makes the change, is being discovered, interpreted now. And some of it will be fairly dramatic. So here's my thing about that. I would encourage you just to watch it as if it were on a stage, especially stuff that might want you to feel afraid or, upset or anxious, things like that. Remember that it's on a stage, it's on like a movie screen, and you're just watching it play out. And try not to get too attached to it, too emotionally attached. Go back within, strengthen your cord of light, realize that it's all part of the Creator's plan. And it's going as planned. Go back to that, and that will help you achieve your calm center and the truth. Center yourself in the truth of what's going on here. Regardless of, a lot of yelling and screaming and acting like, no, fear's the thing. No, hate is the thing. No, poverty's better. No. Just those things just wash over you. That's not the truth. Let it go. Try not to give it a lot of emotional input. It only prolongs the experience. Right? And there's going to be quite a bit of like night to day change coming. Kind of getting to the other side of the coin, which is the good news. So we've had a lot of what I would call unwilling energies showing themselves and saying why, the dark side is the side. And now it's sort of time to flip the coin. Also, no matter what you put into the universe, whether you call it dark or light, it comes back to you. And it comes back to you in a way that you believe in. and that affects you as an individual. So, trust me, if you've been spending all your time and energy putting forth, hate, um, judgment, fear, uh, you know, lies, uh, that will come back to you. And you're going to see a lot of that happening. So, also what might look like divine intervention. So, waking up one morning and going, oh, wow, I thought that might happen, but I wasn't sure it would be like that. So, a little bit of that. There's going to be some changes of the guard coming forward, some changes in dominant energy moving forward, and really ambassadors of love stepping into seats that have been, that have had, and let's just put it in simple terms, ambassadors of hate. So love kind of taking over there. And then, of course, there's some cleanup and change happening after that. But quite a bit of change that'll look like, wow. I would just observe like you were watching a movie. Now, I'm not saying it won't be entertaining, because it will be. It'll be dramatic, it'll be funny, it'll be sad, it'll be all the things. That also includes changes due to weather changes, weather patterns. Quite a bit of changing ahead. Also, a continuation of depopulation. So, more souls continuing to use this time in this coming year to exit. Some individually, some in groups, and some like large groups, still looking like it's on plan. Now, these things can change to still make bigger exits. Part of that's to bring more balance to the energies here on the earth. It's a little bit dominated with human thought, and so it looks like at this point those that are really unwilling to change their minds willingly might decide to go elsewhere. That's what's looking like at this time. So I tell you that so that you're not shocked and surprised, and you just remember, oh, it's all part of this plan. And people have a choice, and even though it might not always look like it, or it looks like a choice you would like, or one that you would ever make, still remember that it is about will and choice. And thought produces form. So group thought produces big occurrences, and group belief. So the more people are gathered in an area that believe in war as a solution, or fighting, or judgment, or even name calling or bullying as a solution, then, a fight, a battle, a war is more likely to break out, because it dramatizes, it brings into form what you're thinking. So this is a great time. This is what you're learning. It's good to watch what you think in your off time, and encourage your mind to think in a more supportive way of you and of all life, right? Okay. Now we're going to bring that light all the way down through the throat. There's a little bit of tickling going on there, a little bit of blue color. We want to encourage speaking truth out easily and effortlessly, harmlessly. Love flows freely from your vehicle and your throat, your voice, your body, your pores, your eyes. Good. We'll move on down into the heart center. I really wanted to open up, like for the back to be open, kind of blasting a ray of light in a circle all through the heart. It's like a circle laying on its belly. So it goes out the sides, the back, the front, radiating outward. The light loves to hit the heart center and expand outward. When I talk about the light, I'm talking about source, the source of all life, source of all creation. And so it loves to expand outward from the heart center. All right, we'll move on into the solar plexus, which is around your navel. It's where you create what you imagine, what you think, what you believe, what you focus on. It churns around in your gut and it goes out to be made manifest. It churns around in your head, it churns around in your gut. And sometimes you just let it skip through the heart if you don't intend to include it. You want to always include that loving energy which serves everyone to their highest good, you and everyone else. And if I can't imagine it, then I ask you to imagine it, creator of all things. I am a creator, I am a manifester. I want to manifest things easily, effortlessly, with love and joy to serve me and all others concerned. Guide me now in that which will create and assist in this great awakening through my personal, practical vehicle. I am here to manifest love. Show me the way to do that in this lifetime now. Good. So we'll go on down into the root chakra, the pelvic area, the root, the polarity chakra, and down the legs. So the energy's going to go down both legs, out both feet. It likes to go to the right and the left, and down into the earth. It goes deep into the earth. It goes as far into the earth as it does into the heavens, and it reconnects with itself. So its source, as it goes through you, it connects with itself. Source, which we call Mother Earth, the goddess. It's manifested source. It's made manifest. It's the physical version. It's that place in the universe, one of them, where spiritual energy can blend with the energies of the earth, the earthly creation, and become manifestors. You can become earthly versions of that which you are created from. It's really what you're here for. It's really the only reason, the reason, is to realize that in your own individual vehicle here. That, I actually am born of Source. I am one with the goddess, with the earth, with the manifested version of Source, and I am one with the metaphysical, the non-seen in the earthly realm version of Source. the inspirational realm. And this year, as I move forward, I get a greater experience of that, a greater realization of that than ever before. All right, you got your cord. It's really nicely grounded into the earth. It goes right up, and your own individual guides, some of which are me, we're plugging them in and making sure it's a nice, firm, bright connection. Now, as we move forward in time, from time to time, we like to energetically send you a boost, a message, a sense of calm, a peace. Like, don't worry, light workers, all is well. And so, even if you don't hear it, you'll sense it and feel it. Your higher selves, your soul, will hear it, feel it, and resonate with it. So we like to put out those messages to all of our lovely souls that are participating in this process willingly, right? We like to call you light workers or light walkers. So the universe, source, has already chosen you. So it's about you choosing, number one, yourself, but choosing source, which is you. It's all one. It's all one and the same. Choose source to choose yourself. The highest version of you. The most thrilling, most exciting, most joyful, most creative version of spirit in a human form. All right, my friends. Well, that went a little longer. Mark says, okay, Djwhal, what's going on? But I wanted to kind of get all those points across. I hope it wasn't confusing. I hope it all came across in the way I intended. And I thank you for going along with me and energetically sitting here with me for this. And I just see so much reason for rejoicing as we move forward. Positive change coming forward. So, I was talking about some of those that have been projecting a lot of, hate and kind of nasty energy, that of course it naturally comes back. But that's, of course, true for those of you who have been putting forth love, joy, well wishes, gratitude, those kinds of energies. That comes back to you as well. And I do see that coming back in the form of, happy surprises, happy gifts that serve you and are exciting, fun, joyful. So they serve you, your personality, your earthly personality. They also serve your soul and your heart. And that's something to look forward to in 2024 as well. So I will drop in. I plan to continue to work with Mark in his YouTube channel, along with Pan and Master Jesus. And so I will continue to drop in. We've got some little things planned, some different ways of doing things, and we'll let those pan out as they will. All right, my friends, much love to you. And I'm so happy to be here with you in this special, special time. Namaste. Okay, well, that was a lot longer than I thought. So I probably won't do Pan or Jesus until tomorrow. I might do something later tonight, but I don't know. We'll see. But those two will get their time, I promise. All right. Well, I hope that was good for you guys. It was pretty long. I liked all the things he was saying. I was kind of sitting there being quiet, just listening, and I enjoyed a lot of it. I'm going to have to listen to it again because I'll forget it all by tomorrow probably. But I love you guys so, so much. I hope you can feel it through the screen, because I really do, guys. And I appreciate you being here on the earth, on my channel, in the chat, in my life. I appreciate it so, so much. So, I'm going to say goodnight. Happy New Year. So long, 2023. And I'll see you on another video real soon. Okay, guys. Love ya. Bye-bye.